Hey, it's Joe. Another video on automating your business for real estate. This question is, a few months ago I hired 2 VAs that were provided by another real estate teacher. They made some calls for me, but didn't get me any deals. I hoped they could pull it off, but unfortunately it was pretty expensive and didn't produce. I like the idea of hiring people to call sellers for me, but I don't think this way makes much sense. How do you go about hiring telemarketers like this for your business? I find that a lot of the outsourced programs that are out there that help you get VAs, where they're really cheap. They're like $6 or $7 an hour. You have to buy a certain amount of hours, and then they just start making calls for you and trying to put deals together for you. And they're paying those people, $2 or $3 an hour. They're working out of the Philippines or they're working out of India, and their English isn't necessarily their first language. A lot of good people over there, and I've hired telemarketers from those areas as well, and worked with some good people. But having somebody who speaks English as their first language is a real plus. Also, paying somebody more to do it it's going to be more likely that you'll be able to keep them long term. So get somebody that's local to you. In this case, somebody in the United States that speaks English as their first language, and get them on the phone and train them properly. If you train them properly, it's going to be a lot easier. Also, and I've said this on the other videos as well, don't outsource talking to sellers as your first person you outsource. That is a huge mistake, in my opinion. That's where the money is in these deals, and so many people do that, and suddenly their money just drops off. They stop making money because they were the only ones that made that business work. So instead, go outsource your admin person. Go outsource the person who finds your buyers. You talk to the sellers until you get those things taken care of. Then you hire somebody and do the 2-step process, which I talked about on an earlier message. So don't hire somebody to call your sellers as your first person you outsource. And of course, before you outsource, you want to automate. And before you outsource, you want to eliminate. So remember, automate, eliminate, then outsource. And then you extract yourself from the business. And, well, not entirely, but you do a lot less of the work. All right, I hope that helps.